What does this mean? It means that buyer's agent compensation can still be paid, but it has to be paid by the buyer. And it can be paid, well, it doesn't have to be paid by the buyer. It can be paid through the seller still. But buyer agent compensation can be negotiated into the offer. The one question is how are underwriting guidelines going to be impacted? We simply don't know that. Seller concessions, right now, it's not going to be part of seller concessions. However, if you start looking at seller concessions, the verbiage on seller concessions is that the seller can pay anything of the buyer that is normal and customary that the buyer would pay. Now, all of a sudden, where does real estate commission go to on the closing disclosure? Well, it's going to go on the buyer side. So now does that become a normal and customary closing cost that the buyer has to pay? What happens? It's still so new that we really don't know on a lender's side what this is going to look like. There's a lot of questions that we even have at this point. Could raise the cost for buyers if not built into the deal. Definitely will do that. And home value and seller negotiation. Will sellers be more flexible since less commission is being paid? So what's going to happen with the sellers? And I think, really it's a matter of the sellers have been paying the commission for so long. So really, what is this going to look like? And I think that really it goes to what you were saying, Tracy, earlier, which is I think that the listing agent needs to have a rock solid presentation. There's one area that you really can't talk about, which is the commission going to a buyer and what if.